Hi there. So it's time for the weekly update, and well, I have something to talk about today, I think. So let's just briefly begin by looking at my current weight. So, as we can see, it is literally unchanged since last week. It's still slightly above 88 kilograms. So, no big change there. So, nothing really dramatic to talk about, right? Well, not quite. So this past week I actually was quite sick, I had a runny nose. I was basically having a cold, but I didn't have, uh, I wasn't really feeling down. It was just really frustrating with my throat and with my runny nose and stuff. And what happened was that this week in particular, I actually felt cravings for eating candy for the first time in a while. And that's something I wanted to talk about, what it is that could have triggered this. So, what's so different now compared to other weeks? Well, first off, if we look back at what I did last week, I was doing Easter, playing a chess tournament, and at the end, I also told you that I actually had a small amount of candy. And I actually really enjoyed that. And one explanation as to why I feel sort of cravings this week is that I triggered it by eating candy last week. But it could also be that this is not the only culprit in the drama, because when I was ill, I was feeling sore in my throat, I decided, okay, this is a good time to have some nice warm drink. And I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea. I really don't like them at all, and I have no desire to drink them even if I'm ill. But I decided, okay, let's do some hot cocoa. So that's what I drank. And it was actually really good. It felt good in my throat, it tasted nice, and I had a bunch of it. Not any crazy amounts, but still. It is something that could have contributed to my cravings increasing this week. And that's something that I have to be really careful with going forward, because it is so easy to slip back into bad habits. I really had to check myself this week. It's actually crazy how easy it is to have these intrusive, counterproductive thoughts going in your head saying, oh, you can, what if you just have a small amount of candy or a small amount of snacks this week? It's not a big deal. You're gonna be fine. You have these thoughts, they pop up in your head when you're shopping, or you see some candy and you see, oh, the candy is on sale. Why not buy something for later? And so on and so forth. It is so easy to fall into these traps. And you really got to be careful. And that's something I really have to watch out for. Because, as I've said many times before, I'm not just on here to lose some weight and then go back to my old bad habits. I'm here to try to improve my overall lifestyle, or my life overall, my health overall, long term. It's not short term gains that I'm after. At least, well, yeah, it's not short term, it's long term. So I can't just go back to my old lifestyle that I know was unhealthy. But it is so easy to slip back into it if you're not careful at all, because you have these thoughts, you have these habits that are just waiting to be reinstated into your life, even if they're harmful ones. So yeah, I'm glad that I have this project on hand, really just to keep myself in check, keep my thoughts in check, keeping myself reflecting on what it is that my mind is doing and how I am coping throughout this whole thing. Hopefully, in the future, things will become a bit more automatic. It will become easier for me to have a healthy relationship with, let's say, sugar, because I really think that's the problem. yeah, maybe one day I will have a healthy relationship with sugar. But right now I don't believe that it's very easy for me to have that. So I really have to be careful. Even though I'm making huge strides. If we consider what I weighed in the beginning, I've lost more than 10 kilograms of weight in a couple of months. And that's something to be happy about, but it's far from the end for me. I can't stop. I can never stop. I gotta keep it up. Unless I wanna get back into bad habits, get back all my lost weight with some interest, and generally just have a more unhealthy life, have more pain, have less energy. You know, I'm not interested in that. So to round things off for this video, let us look at what I currently look like when I rotate around, beautifully, gracefully, whatever you want to call it. You know, and the thing is, it's actually really interesting to watch these videos and then going back to sort of the first video, because when I look back now, I see that even though I can't really notice a difference week by week, I can notice a difference when I compare to my first video. I really can see the difference, and that's quite amazing how far I've come so far. So yeah, it's just about keeping it up and not fall to temptation. And if I were to, fall to temptation sometime, it's not worse than me just getting back on track. I can always get back on track. It's never the end if I fail. I can always get back on track. And that's something I have to remember. And yeah, these videos really help with that. So until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.